Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on how you can do your practice. So today's practice, you're going to do all four of these problems, solve these systems of equations using substitution, and then you are going to just match them up in the quiz. So let's get started. So when we're looking for the substitution, if you think of substitute teacher comes in when the actual teacher, the real teacher, is not there. So it's the same thing with solving here. So let's go ahead and take a look right here. So we already know what x equals. Okay, so x equals, in problem A, we already know that x equals 2y minus 4. So if I see this equation here, I can write x, or I can write 2y minus 4 instead of my x right there. And that is going to narrow it down so I only have one variable to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to rewrite this equation right here. So here we go. X plus 8y equals 16. Now, I can go ahead and erase my x, and instead of x, I'm going to go ahead and write that 2y minus 4. Okay, so now I have all of that. Now this is an equation I just need to solve. So this is just like the beginning of the year. We need to combine like terms. So I've got 2y and I've got 8y. So 2y plus 8y is going to give me 10y. I still need to subtract my 4, but it is still all equal to 16. Okay, put my line down. Now I'm subtracting 4, so I need to add 4. And I'm going to add 4 to this side. Okay, so now I have 10y, and these ones canceled out, equals 16 plus 4 is 20. Now I can divide both sides. That's 10 times y, so I'm going to undo it by saying divided by 10. Cancels out. Y equals 20 divided by 10, so y equals 2. Okay, so the second part of my solution, remember solutions are always written x comma y. That's a comma, so I've discovered my y. I've solved for y. Now I need to figure out the x. Okay, and that's super easy now, because if we go back to that first equation, so I erase all of this. If I go back to that first equation right there, all I do is say x equals, this is the first equation I'm doing, x equals, oh good, so that's going to tell me what needs to go there, 2y minus 4. And again, this is 2 times y, but I already solved for y, so I already know that y is equal to 2. So instead of having a y there, I'm going to use my 2. So now I have x is equal to 2 times 2, which is 4, minus 4. Well, 4 minus 4 is 0. So x is equal to 0. So in this part, I would write that. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and continue to work on that. Solve for all of them the same way. So wherever you see where the y is, you're going to replace it with something else. Okay, and I want to look at problem number C. I guess I'm going to need to erase a little bit. All I want to point out, I'm not going to go very far with it. I just want you guys to see right here that you're going to have to do the distributive property. So I'm going to say that this is y is equal to 4x, 6x minus 2y. So it's going to be 6x minus 2 times 4x plus 1 equals -3. And don't forget that you're going to